Hi guys, my name's Alyssa and I'm here with the Young Americans Magic of Christmas and you are tuning into Annie Talks.
Welcome to the show. Here we go with Annie Talks. Annie Talks. Annie Talks. Welcome to the show. Here's the host. It's Annie Talks.
So thank you so much for being on the show. I'm super excited to get to know you, to get to talk to you, and learn about you, and learn about the Young Americans, and of course the magic of Christmas. So everybody, welcome Alyssa to our show. Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
So why don't you tell us a little bit about who Alyssa is and how long you've been with the Young Americans and what you like most about the Young Americans. I know this is a loaded question and I'm so sorry.
No.
So what you enjoy about the Young Americans and how long you've been there and how long you've been touring.
Yes. Okay. So I joined the group back in 2017. Before that, I used to take summer camps with the Young Americans, and there I just kind of fell in love with the idea of what they did. And I auditioned, and then I was a freshman, or what we call new kid, in 2017. And I've been on 3 tours with the Young Americans. My first to Japan, and then I did a dinner theater up in Michigan for this past summer, and then I did a Midwest tour this fall, and all 3 were amazing. And the Young Americans just makes me happy because I get to do the 2 things I love most, which is working with kids and then performing. So yeah.
If you're tuning in, if those of you who are tuning in for the first time or listening for the first time, here's some really cool fun facts about the Young Americans. I'm just going to kind of go down through it. They have about over 250 Young American cast and 6,000 costumes. Unbelievable. Yeah. And this is for the magic of Christmas alone.
Yes.
There's 30 festive scene changes. Do you have a hip hopping penguin dancing sound this year as well?
Oh, we do. Always.
Oh, always do. Very cool. And the Nutcracker Suite is obviously one of the fan favorites.
Yes.
Toyland and Polar Express. Christmas choral music, including Handel's Messiah.
Yes.
So now tell us a little bit more about what you will be doing, what your performances will be like.
Okay, so everybody starts out in the opener. We sing We Wish You a Merry Christmas to the audience, and then we do a big number to Need a Little Christmas Now, and that's kind of just welcoming the audience to the magic of Christmas. And then for me, I get to be the ballet, and I get to be in the inn scene, the Nutcracker Inn, and then I get to do penguins, and a lot of fun stuff. We do a big bakery scene with a bunch of girls who dress as cookies, and we do a big kick line, so I get to do a lot of really fun stuff. No, but I don't want to spoil it too much because you guys have to see it.
Yeah, for sure. I was very, very fortunate last year to be able to be a visitor and a spectator in the crowd to enjoy this performance, and it's absolutely wonderful. So this year it opens on December 5th, is that right? December 5th,
yes,
and it runs through December 15th. It is at the Mirada Theatre of Performing Arts here in Southern California. Now, how many, do you know, I know you don't know that the date it started, but roughly how many years have they been performing this program?
As long as I can remember. I mean, it goes all the way back in the 90s, I'm sure before that too.
Right.
But Yes, I mean, I've been seeing this Christmas show since I was a little girl. I grew up in California, so this has always been something that my family has been able to go to, and it's super cool now for me to be able to perform in it. So yeah, this has been happening for a very, very long time.
And that's right. And Alyssa is a resident, or is a Southern California resident herself.
Mhm.
She, like she said, she
Yes.
mentioned she's here from Southern California. Now, the Young Americans, if you don't know who the Young Americans are, they are the most celebrated choir group, formed in 1962. They've been singing like on the Ed Sullivan Show, backup with Sammy Davis Jr.'s The Candyman. You guys might also recognize them. There's been a few cast members on shows like Glee and even movies like Pitch Perfect.
Mhm.
And they've also been on skits such as Saturday Night Live. And some of the most famous alumni are Stephanie J. Block. She was Cher in the Cher Show. Vicki Lawrence, Carol Burnett, lovely
That's
Vicki Lawrence.
crazy.
Eden Espinosa Elzaba in Broadway's Wicked, and so on and so forth. There's such a huge list of performers that came from the Young Americans. Now tell us, Alyssa, how does it make you feel to be among the host of stars listed here and among the talented pool there that you have with your peers? How fabulous is that?
I know, it really is. It's almost humbling to know that, like, of this list of amazing people were like once a part of this group and in this position that we all are in, and it like inspires me to like want to strive to have what they have, to achieve what they achieved, because like, you know, this group just, it puts together like not only like amazing performers but good human beings and good people, and it's so cool to think that like they were once a part of this organization and this amazing group.
Right. Yeah.
It's incredible. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. I know. It's like, it just kind of gives you goosebumps to
Yeah.
know that, you know, you are making, you know, you're adding to value and to that huge talent pool, and you yourself are just equally talented.
Yes, exactly. And you always see those people as such, you know, just so high up, and once you realize that they're people too, you know, like it makes it seem so much more achievable what they have once you realize they're in the group just as we all are now. So
Right. So now we also want to shout out the creative team of the Young Americans. We have Bill Brawley, who's the chief artistic officer, and Robin Brawley, who is the co-director and choreographer. Now, besides the magic of Christmas, can you talk about some of the programs there that they offer? You mentioned New Kids, and there are other programs that they offer.
Yeah. Okay, so besides the magic of Christmas, every year the freshman class puts together like a big 2-act show to showcase their new kid class. So it's a big show that introduce numbers that like really showcase their talents. So every September, after all of the fall tours come back, we all get together and we go support the new kids in their, what we call the New Kids Show. And it's like an amazing time. It's right before Christmas show, so it's like a great way to get back together with all your friends you haven't seen for a few months. And we celebrate the new freshman class. So that's in September. And then we do the magic of Christmas. And then we all leave for our spring outreach tours, and the resident cast, who's the cast who stays back with the company doing schoolwork, they do what we call Showstoppers, which is an amazing like variety show. It has incredible like tributes to different artists and dance styles, and it's just like a Christmas show but minus the Christmas music. It's all music that you know and love, and it's same amazing sets and costumes, and yeah, it's a big thing we do in the spring. And then in the summer, there's a dinner theater in Michigan, in northern Michigan, up at Boyne Highlands, and they put together a brand new show that nobody's ever seen, and it's the same. It's a 2-act show, and they put together a bunch of different like same tributes to dance styles and different artists, and just amazing costumes. And it's like this teeny little theater where we serve dinner, like the Young Americans go out and serve, and then we run on stage and dance and sing, and then we serve at intermission, and then we run back and change really quick, and then we come back out and do another act. And that, I had the privilege of doing that this summer, and it was incredible. That experience was just amazing. So yeah.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Wait, so you serve first, and then you then you run on stage and you perform, and then you come back and you serve again during intermission, then you go back on stage. Oh my goodness. So I mean that's the full like encompassing definition of dinner theater. That's
really, really awesome. Is. And I think that dinner theater really describes who the Young Americans are, because we are such people. Like we love to talk to people and get to know people because we're so crazy and fun all the time, and it's wild. So I think that dinner theater is such an amazing experience for everybody to not only like attend but to do.
Yeah. Now, okay, so during the summer when you guys are all out, and even during the fall when you're all out touring and doing all separate things, you all come together, full cast, right, for the Christmas program. I think you literally just came back after Thanksgiving, right? And have a small window of time to rehearse, if I'm not mistaken, and then you just put on this full, like, you know, full to the nine, dress to the nine performance. Tell us a little bit more about that. What's that like?
So we came back, my tour ended on the 20th, and we came back and rehearsal started on the 23rd, I believe, or the 22nd, and we've been rehearsing since then.
Oh, wow.
And we loaded into the theater today, and we start in like 4 days. So the rehearsal process is about maybe 10 or 11 days. It's really not a lot of time if you think about all the costumes and the loading in the theater and learning all the dances. So it takes amazing directors, which Bill and Robin are incredible. So it without them, this would not have happened. So a little shout out to them. But yeah, we had a very, very little time slot this year. So the way that this Christmas show is going is truly a miracle, and it's incredible. And it always works out.
Yes, it's such a wonderful performance and production as a whole. Now, I know that the Young Americans are here, Southern California based, but it's not just all Southern Californians, right? It's from all over the United States and all over the world.
Absolutely, yes. There's people from every state. I promise, there's from everywhere, all over America, all over everywhere. We've got people from Japan, Sweden, Europe, just an incredible assortment of wonderful people who came from everywhere just to be a part of this amazing group.
And then it's not Young Americans, it's not just singers and performers. I mean, it expands to directing, producing, and other genres of the industry, right? I mean, musicians and things, just a whole wide gamut of experiences and talent.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
That's what I think is so amazing about the Young Americans. Again, if you guys haven't already seen The Magic of Christmas, you are so in for it. It's going to be a tremendous performance. I'm super excited for all of you guys to get to go see that. Now, before we wrap up, why don't you tell us a little bit more of what your aspirations and your dreams are? Where do you see yourself in, say, 5 years?
Thanks for asking. Yes. I, in 5 years, hopefully will be, my dream right now is to work on a cruise line, specifically the Disney Cruise Line.
There you go.
As a performer. Yeah, that's what I want to do right now. But in the future, I think that I would like to work with special needs kids. So I would like to go back to school and maybe be a teacher. But for now, yeah, performing is what I want to do. But later in the future, I want to settle down and work with special needs kids.
Oh, that's beautiful. Well, more power to you, and we wish you luck in those endeavors. And then, what takeaway do you want listeners to know about the magic of Christmas?
Yes, that's so hard because there's so many things that you can take from this show. But I think the main one is just the love and togetherness that we feel as a cast, about how grateful we are to be together. Like, I want the audience to take away that togetherness and that love that we want to give them, because I think that's what the holidays are all about, and I just want them to feel as much love as we give.
Awesome. And then what takeaway do you want listeners to know about the Young Americans as a whole?
I want them to know that we are not just performers, we are people, like I said earlier. We love people and we love to get to know everybody, and I just want people to know that the Young Americans is an amazing organization who loves to work with kids, and we just love to spread the importance of music.
Now, as a young performer yourself, and having that backbone and that support growing up, what can you tell, what words of wisdom can you share with singers or aspiring singers, dancers, actors, performers, producers? What can you tell them? What 20, 30-second pitch would you like to tell them?
I would say never compare yourself to anybody else, because everybody is different and there's only one you, as cheesy as that sounds. I've learned to just be comfortable with myself and trust that your talent nobody else has, and you're special. So never compare yourself to anybody different, and always be confident in what you have, because everybody's different and it's okay to be different.
Oh, that's awesome. Very good words of advice from Alyssa. Thank you so very much. And then where where we can find you all Young Americans on social media?
Yes, you can go to @TheYoungAmericans on Instagram, and you can see and keep up with all of our Instagram stories and all of our Instagram pictures. We've got tons from rehearsals of The Magic of Christmas. So just keep watching, because there's going to be lots of Instagram stories of different vlogs of what's happening backstage. So yeah, definitely keep up with us.
Awesome. Very cool. Now, everybody, just to kind of recap of The Magic of Christmas, produced by the Young Americans, opens December 5th and it runs through December 15th. For ticket prices and show date information, visit youngamericans.org/Magic of Christmas, or visit the theater box office in person at 14900 La Mirada Boulevard in La Mirada, the city of La Mirada here in California, 90638, or you can call the box office at area code 714-994-6310. That's 714-994-6310. If you want to learn more about the Young Americans, you can do that by visiting www.youngamericans.org. Alyssa, thank you so very much for taking time out of your very, very busy schedule from rehearsals and life, and for sharing some of the insight and getting to know who Alyssa is. We really, truly appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely. Break a leg, and Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Thank you. Hi guys, my name's Alyssa, and I'm here with the Young Americans Magic of Christmas, and you are tuning into Annie Talks.